Hey, everybody, another beautiful day in paradise. Wonderful weather. Patrick, how are you doing?
Hey, my friend, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
I'm doing great, and this is the weekend kickoff. I forgot that part with me, Mike Schwartz.
And me, Patrick Reynolds.
See, usually we do that. It's all
Yeah,
orchestrated.
yeah.
We do it in a beautiful way.
This is a well-oiled machine. the way
Well-oiled
we got
machine.
going
Everything
here,
works so smoothly.
The timing is perfect. Hi, welcome to Friday. Welcome to Weekend Kickoff.
Yeah, weekend kickoff. We have a great show lined up.
Oh, yes, we
for
do.
Everybody today.
Yes.
We have some of the most interesting people in Panama.
That's our
Try
usual
saying
thing.
that 3 times fast.
Most interesting people in Panama. Most interesting people in Panama. Most interesting people in Panama. I did it.
And sitting right next to me is Chelina. Let's welcome Chelina to the weekend kickoff from ectothermia.
Ectothermia. Now, that's a big word. I've had a lot of trouble remembering it.
We have no idea what that means, but Chelina's going to tell us. Chelina, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you got to speak up, okay, and
Right.
tell us where you're from.
Well, I'm Panamanian, have dual citizenship. That's why I speak English, and I'm part of the team at Ectothermia, which is a center of education and conservation of reptiles and amphibians.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like a zoo, but we're just with reptiles and amphibians, and we've been open since January 28th. And
So you've been open for a short time. In all that time, how many times has Mike Hill been there? Do you know Mike Hill? No, he's like he's a biologist. He's a resident snake expert.
whisperer.
Yeah, so I thought he'd be there every day like a kid in a candy store going, "Oh, look, amphibians, my
Snakes."
people."
But no, huh?
But no,
no.
he doesn't know. We'll have to let him know.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why we're here. We want to promote ourselves, get
Yeah.
ourselves out there, known, so people can come visit. We've got a little schedule going on.
Oh, yeah? What's your schedule?
We're open from Wednesdays to Sundays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
And we've got some tours. We've it doesn't matter if you go on some other time that's not on this times or this schedules,
Uh-huh.
but we'll give you the tour. Anyways, if you can, you try to get at 9 to get the tour from 9 to 10 or 11 to 12, 1 to 2 and then 3 to 4. And we've got the special, which is the nocturnal tour, which that one you have to book it, and it's from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Wow.
That one I'm not the guide for. That's Dr. Abel, which is the one in charge of this whole project. He's got more than 15 years experience in herpetology here in Panama. He studied abroad, and he's also a researcher investigator in UNACHI. So
What is that? Unachi.
The university.
Oh, it's
okay.
a place.
Yeah.
They're,
Okay.
in David.
Okay.
Universidad
So what
de
can
Chiriquí.
somebody expect to see if they go to ectothermia?
Well, we've got it's I wouldn't call it a maze, but there's a little
Route?
trail,
Trail?
that you have to go. So first you go into a yurt, which is a Mongolian house.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Rounds
yeah.
around.
Okay.
Yurt.
We've got one of the biggest ones that there are.
Really?
Oh, cool.
And we have two actually. The first one, you go in, you learn about history, basic information about reptiles and amphibians.
Yeah.
Then you go through a hall of herpetologic tools, and you learn about what's the kind of tools that they take out into the field when they go to investigate new species. Then you go into the second yurt, and then you see all the animals. You see frogs, vipers. Then there's another hall that's where we keep our museum. Here we have some reptiles and amphibians that are in conservation, so they're dead in a little jar with alcohol.
Right.
Then we go to another space where there's 4 terrariums with more frogs, and then the rest is more reptiles, caimans, turtles, more snakes, and
Wow.
Oh, wow.
lizards.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds like a cool thing. I think my grand-twins are coming next week. I think might have to take them over to see some
To
snakes.
ectothermia.
Ectothermia. And you have to say it that way,
You have to
too.
say it like that.
It's a dramatic
You
name.
can't just say, can I have 2 tickets, please, to
ectothermia?
ectothermia?
No, no.
Can I have 2 tickets to
Ectothermia. Yeah, it'd be good to have some reverb on that when you say it, too.
Yeah.
So, what's the most popular? Is there a most popular thing for people to see there, like a popular kind of snake, or?
Well, everyone's amazed when they look at the eyelash vipers because there's one that's bright yellow, so it's really captivates your
It's
sight.
called an
you know?
eyelash?
Eyelash viper.
Does it have eyelashes?
No, well, vipers or snakes in general don't have eyelids,
Yeah.
and
Right.
neither do they have hair, but they have some scales over their eyes that look like
Oh.
eyelashes.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay, cool.
And
So
well,
does that snake know that he's the most popular? Is he like rub it in the face of the other snakes? Like, hey.
Not really. I think the
no.
ex viper maybe wants to take over the show all the time.
Oh,
Ah.
wow. Okay.
It's a little bit more active and aggressive.
Now,
Oh.
how bad would it be for me if the eyelash viper were to bite me?
Really bad.
Really
bad.
bad?
rush.
So, Chelina, let me ask you: have you had an interest in snakes and amphibians for a long time?
Well, the interesting thing about these animals is that they're all rescues.
Oh.
They've been rescued either for by regular people that have had them at their house,
Right.
or Mi Ambiente when they capture people trying to traffic all these animals in the
Right.
animal trade. They give us a part of them. So at least
Sure.
on the side of the frogs, that's how we got them. Some
People try
try-
to traffic frogs?
for sure.
Really?
Why?
Well, because they're attractive, like they have bright colors,
Uh-huh.
and people
Oh, they're
want
like
them as
exotic
pets.
frogs.
Oh, okay. So they want them in their terrariums or aquariums or whatever people have.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And well, the story behind the ones that we have is that in 2017 there was a guy trying to traffic over 500,000 worth of frogs. So they gave us a couple of them, and they've
Wow.
been reproducing themselves there in
Sure.
in their terrarium. So
Wow.
they're doing good.
How would you traffic all those frogs? That's a lot,
I don't know.
right?
But getting back to you, do you have an interest in amphibians?
Yeah, well, I'm a licensed in tourism, and I'm a professor also. But the way I get
Professor of tourism?
in the universities.
Oh, cool.
So the way I got involved with this place is someone sent me like the flyer that they were
Sure.
requiring someone on the tourism area, and my father raised me having snakes as pets.
Oh.
So I
So you're not afraid of snakes?
no.
You handle them?
I do handle them, but the ones like boas with no venom.
Yeah.
And well, we were actually talking about that sort of topic because a couple of days ago, our coworker Rolando was trying to fix one of the doors for the ex Viper.
I feel a very bad story starting here.
No,
Poor
nothing.
Rolando.
Nothing went wrong, but
Oh,
I mean, he had to take down the door.
Of course.
So my other coworker, Daibelis, and I were, checking on the snakes
Yeah.
to make sure it wasn't gonna go out or anything. And I was telling my coworker, girl, I don't wanna get all scared if I see the snake come out, but I'll sure hit him if it comes towards me. Because I
Are you
mean,
talking about the snake or Rolando? Who are you going to hit?
I would really hit a snake if it comes towards me.
You would.
Because I mean, it doesn't make sense if I'm gonna get myself in risk.
Yeah.
Right.
When we started, like 2 weeks after, we had some neighbors that live behind the airpithary, so it's a
Yeah.
very rural place.
Right.
They I guess they had an ex come towards their house, and what they did is grab it, put it in a bottle, and bring it to us.
Oh.
A what coming to their house?
An ex viper,
An
which is
ex-viper.
which is the most venomous snake here in Panama.
Really?
So we're like, why would you do that?
How
Why
did they
would you
get it into a jar? You
exactly?
don't know.
We don't know.
Wow.
And we wonder,
They
like,
tricked it with peanut butter.
I don't know.
I don't know.
yeah, like why would you put yourself into so much risk trying to handle that snake?
Yeah.
So-
Now, is there like anti-venom for that here?
Yeah.
You,
Yeah, that snake is the most common snake that we can find because it adapts really well.
You guys need Mike Hill on speed dial. Really. He's really a snake expert.
boy.
Yeah, well, Abel knows how to handle these
Yeah.
snakes very well,
Oh,
and
I'm
Rolando
sure.
too. But yeah, sometimes we feel like they're a little bit.
Doesn't
too
sound like you were too sure about Rolando, though, when he was there. He's like, if that
That's true.
snake comes crawling towards me.
It's because I don't know if it's just guys of it or it's just Rolando that he feels so I don't know, so trusting with them that he'll like snap at it and grab it like
Oh,
really fast.
man.
And
Ah.
I always think they might be faster than you.
Yeah. He must have lightning reflexes,
Yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever see those videos of the snake charmers, where they play like a
Oh, yeah.
flute? Do, do, do,
Yeah.
do, 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 do. And the snake, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I just thought of that.
Do
I
snakes like that? I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
What kind of music do they like?
I'm not sure. We don't really have so much going on at the apiary because we work with solar, so we can only have like phones, computers, like just to work on it, and that's it. Charge a little bit.
Okay, I know this might be a stupid question because we're from the United States. We don't really know that much about Panama, but do schools would they have school trips? Would they come to you? And
Yeah.
they do.
oh, that'd be cool.
They do.
Field trips.
Field trips.
Well, this is the first place that there is like it here in Panama, or
Yeah.
at least in Chiriquí. Am I
Yeah.
wrong? Here in Chiriquí. And I have been visiting schools. I've been over 70 schools.
Oh, so you go to the schools with a little display of
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been visiting them, inviting them to bring the kids, and
They must think
we've
you're
had a
so
couple-
cool. You're
Well-
like, hey kids, let me show you the snake, and they're like, oh my God, she's gonna show us a snake.
I was
Yeah.
actually at a school today. I had two groups, and they all asked, "Oh, when are we gonna see you? Are you coming on Monday?" I was like, "No, guys, you're coming over to the herpetarium," and they're like, "Oh yeah."
Okay.
Oh, so some of them do go to see you.
Yeah, we haven't had a group yet, but we have some
Oh.
in list. Like
Oh.
professors have already told us how many kids we're gonna have and
That's
which
great.
days.
Wow, yeah.
That's
I think
great.
that's a great thing. I think we should have field trips for the expat community as well,
Yeah.
Because everybody needs to know what these things look like
Yeah.
and who to call.
Well, I think they have
If Mike is
field
busy.
trips. They call them bar crawls, though. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a place you want to get really tanked up and then start trying
Yeah.
to pet the snakes,
That would be a fun sport, though. Get a bunch of gringos tanked up and then
Yeah.
throw them in a pit
Yeah.
full of snakes.
That yeah.
Sometimes we have very dark thoughts here,
Yeah,
Jelena.
that
Sorry
sounds like a
about
Mad
that.
Max
We've kind of
movie or
veered off
something.
the snake road, the snake path.
Yes, we have. Well, it's easy to do when you have short attention spans like
Yes.
Mike and me.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We have very short attention.
So we really should be calling you Professora Jelena, see?
If you
Yeah.
want to know,
Yeah.
I don't mind.
No, that's very cool. I mean, how long have you been? Well, I know you just opened in January, but you've been getting this ready for some time. And what did you do before the center was open?
Well, the project was initiated in 2019, I think it was. Well, I wasn't there at that time.
Right.
I didn't really even know these people. But Dr. Abel and his wife Pamela, they've been doing such a great work. When I was there, I was amazed. I was like, congratulations. Even if I stay or not, you're doing amazing. This is awesome because it really is. And I was just finishing my studies. I was studying to be a higher education professor, and I've been doing both. Like since a month ago, I just started at the university.
Wow.
So is the goal of ectothermia? Is it education? I mean, I'm guessing it's probably a few things. It's education.
Conservation,
tourism, what did you call it? The rescue of amphibians. I never thought amphibians had to be rescued.
Me neither. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
And especially not something like a ex-viper. Oh,
Right.
I just rescued this little ex-viper.
Right.
He's helpless.
Helpless ex-viper who can kill you.
Yeah, all of it and above.
Yeah.
We're gonna have students do their practice at ectothermia, tourism students from university, and we've also gonna have people doing social work, and we weekly have activities so people can come have fun. We had the egg hunt past Sunday, and
Cool.
Okay, let me ask you, where does a scorpion fall in? Is that anything? Not a amphibian,
No.
okay, because I kill them. Is that okay?
That falls
That's
into
fine?
the kill zone.
Yeah.
That's where they fall.
I would like to have one of those ex-vipers to kill the scorpions.
well,
And then I could be friends with the ex-viper.
I think, and our viewers, our listeners will correct me if I'm wrong. I think scorpions come under the arachnid category.
Oh, are they?
Like spiders. They're like
Yeah.
very nasty spiders. Only
They are nasty, you know?
they've got attitudes and
They
everything.
do. I've gotten stung twice here in
Wow.
Boquete.
Wow.
Yeah.
And-
And now I don't mess around. I'm like, no more.
And after each sting, you could hear the scorpion go.
Yeah. They're tricky. Don't like them.
Yeah. Well, you should have. Who eats scorpions? Snakes, probably.
I don't
something.
know. Well,
Birds eat 'em, I think.
I don't know. Actually, Mike Hill, my friend and the snake expert, we call him the Wrangler.
Yeah.
He told me, the best advice is if you see a snake, like out, not in ectothermia, but if you see a snake outside, is just stay away. Just
Yeah.
stay away, and then if you don't bother them, they probably won't bother you.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think
So
that's-
one time, I'll tell you, I was riding in the car with Mike Hill, and I've told the story many times. And I was driving, he goes, "Stop the car, stop the car." I go, "What? Why?" I stopped in the middle of the road. I stopped the car. There was a snake in the road that he wanted to relocate by himself. And he brought it over to me. And the snake, he has massive hands. And the snake bit him in the hand, but he didn't mind. I mean, Mike Hill didn't mind. And he showed it to me. It was, not a lethal snake or anything. And then he put it on the mountainside. I'm like, you don't think the snake could have crawled there by himself? You really, what is he, like a walker or something?
Maybe he gets snakes confused with sloths. They're very slow.
Maybe.
Maybe
But,
it was a sloth snake.
Maybe.
Very slow
Yeah,
snake.
very slow. I wasn't going to hit it anyway, but
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah. So that's
And tell us again a little bit more about where your center is located, so the listeners and viewers can
Right.
come and check you out.
We are in El Francés, past the bridge over the river Cochea. There's a long hill. We're at the top to the right. There's the sign, and it's 400 meters at the end.
okay.
All
So
right.
at least you have a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing. A
You
lot
do
of
have a
places
sign. That's
And
great.
don't have
we're
signs.
on Instagram and some other social media.
Oh,
You
cool.
can-
What about Waze? Or somebody? Yeah, you're on
Also.
Waze. That's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Waze is a fabulous thing.
All right.
Yeah, we can find you.
We have to start. A few weeks ago we had a goat farmer here, and Piero, and tremendous stories. He has what do you call them? Where people can visit the goat farm.
Tours?
Tours. That's the word I'm looking for. See why I could never make it in tourism? I can't even remember the word. What is
it called when
What
you
is it
go and
when
look
a
at
group
things?
goes to a place?
And
And And he told us the most amazing stories about goats, which really make me want to go visit the goats. So maybe we can have like a combination tour.
a goat snake
Goat
crawl.
snake crawl. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to do the weekend update animal crawl.
Oh,
where
yeah.
just people go from place to place.
Well, that sounds
and,
like a fun idea.
And after they get bitten by a snake, they get headbutted by a goat. It's just fun.
Then we drive them to the hospital in
Yeah.
David.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
nice.
a pet hospital. See, you can't leave us alone. Chelina, you have to talk because otherwise we're just going to go off the rails. That's that was just, so it's it was really great having you here. And if you have any more news about ectothermia, you can always come back, and we, of course, wish you the best.
Yeah.
Success with the amphibians. I have frogs come around my house too. Are they from your place, or they're just frogs?
They're amphibians, but
yeah.
At the airpithary right now we don't have frogs because, of course, they're common. We can find them in our yards, so we prefer having strawberry poison frogs and
sure. Why not have
strawberry poison
frog? I always said if you're going to have a frog, have a strawberry poison frog and a daiquiri.
Poison tastes like strawberry.
Yeah.
Really? Mine tastes like frog.
All right.
Yeah, and what about that? I mean, we get those cane toads once in a while around my house. And do you ever deal with those or talk to people about how to?
Well, we just about toads. There's like not much to say, or at least maybe it's because we don't have them inside, so we don't explain it to people. But they're fine. There's no risk at having them around the house or anything.
Just keep your dog away from them.
Yeah, they're dangerous to dogs.
Yeah, they're not good for them, I guess. But wow. Well, thank you. I don't know, man. What else?
Thank you.
What else can you learn about? I'm sure there's a ton of information.
Well,
out
I bet
there.
people that even that would like to see a yurt. You know, yurts
Oh,
are
yurts
pretty
are cool.
exotic,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and well, we also have a playground for kids that we built ourselves. We have the garden, which is going to be a botanic garden.
Oh,
we're
botanical
still
garden.
we're working on it,
Yeah.
and we have the vivarium, which is where we keep other animals or their
What is that? Vivarium.
It's like it's any room that you destinate to keep animals to whether it's for
I never heard that
laboratories,
term before.
investigating, or reproducing. So that's where we
cool.
keep the animals that are the food for the ones that are.
Oh, like from life. Vivarium, like vive? Oh, wow.
We have.
So they're vive until you
mice,
feed them to
rats.
another animal.
Yeah, we feed the rats and mice
Wow.
to the snakes. We have crickets for the lizards and fruit flies for the frogs.
It's a snake version of Red Lobster.
Yeah.
They got the big tank there.
And they pick it out. I'll take that one over there.
Okay. Wow, the circle of life
Really?
in
Really?
one building.
Yeah. Do you
Of the
know
circular building.
our friend Michael Halpern, his son, has started a business making protein bars out of crickets.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm sure they're like dried out and, seasoned and whatever. I don't know.
Covered in chocolate, maybe.
That would be so good.
I'd try it if it
you
were covered
add
in
crunch
chocolate.
and chocolate to just about anything.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
No, unless it's a strawberry poison frog.
Yeah. Yeah, stay away from that.
Yeah, don't eat that.
Yeah, don't eat that. All right, Chelina, thank you so much for
Thank you for
coming and
having me.
finding the radio station.
Yes, thank
so well hidden here in Cherokee. In,
Yes.
Alto
Well,
Boquete.
Chelina was going to be on a couple weeks ago, but it was my bad because I didn't tell her which radio station we were at. So
Yeah. And there are so many radio stations you could drive around and just find a tower somewhere.
Up on radio station row.
right.
Thank you for having me. I hope to see you guys out there at the airpitharium. I'll give you the
Absolutely.
tour and everything.
It'll be
Oh,
great.
that would be great. That would
Love
be
to.
great. Chelina, thank you so much for coming. And Chelina, what's your last name? Chelina?
I'm Restrepo Braxton.
Okay, now
Restrepo is a
Restrepo?
Colombian last name, and then Braxton.
Braxton.
Restrepo.
Restrepo Braxton.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
okay, okay.
Tony, you're related to Tony Braxton or not?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey,
Okay.
that's cool.
All right.
Well, thank you, Chelina.
Chelina Restrepo Braxton
Better write that
from
down. I'll forget it immediately.
Ectothermia. Okay. Well, that was fascinating.
That was.
You know, there are so many fascinating places that you can visit here in Boquete and around Cherokee. And,
yeah, it's true.
so many times so many times people say, "Hey, what can I do? You know, what can I do?" And people go, "I don't know. You can walk in the park.
You can
go on a hiking trail. You can see some waterfalls. But there's so much more than that to do here in Boquete.
And you could start your day off with a donut and some coffee at Big Daddy's.
Oh my
our
God!
sponsor.
What a great idea! What a great idea! And if you don't do that, you can always stop in there for lunch. Have some boom boom chicken. Boom,
shrimp. Boom boom tacos. Boom boom burgers.
Boom boom frogs.
Boom,
no,
boom
not boom
no,
boom frogs.
no.
There's no boom boom frogs.
And
that would be disgusting.
But you know what? Speaking of tacos.
Speaking of tacos.
I moved here 7 years ago.
Yes.
And you could not find a taco to save your life.
Could not find a taco.
I mean, well, once in a while, Mike's would have a taco going, but now
there was no Tuesday back then. It went
that's
Monday,
right.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
It skipped right from Monday to Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah, it's so true.
People are like, what do we do? How do you eat a taco in this town?
There's no Tuesday.
There's no Tuesday.
Yeah, but now
this
is now. I have officially declared this Taco Town.
Taco Town. Welcome to Taco Town.
And in our studio today, we
Yes.
have a couple of Tacoholics.
Tacoholics.
Hi.
Woo. Yeah.
Hi, Corey. And
Chris. All right. The Tacoholics are here.
Yeah.
So if you need a place to find tacos, and I've seen you have like big trays of tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Tell us about those.
10 for 20. You can pick chicken, al pastor, cochinita
Get close to the
pibil,
microphone.
Oh, yeah.
chicken, al pastor, cochinita pibil, carne molida, which is ground beef,
Uh-huh.
or vegan, and 10 for $20.
What was the one, the cochinita?
Cochinita pibil, it's pork.
Ah, okay. I can't even say it, let alone eat it.
You don't have to say it, you just need to eat it.
Patrick will not be ordering that because he can't. He'll give me everything, but
Cochinita pibil.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was
See?
good.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, cool.
They have so many words for pork, I think,
I know.
in
Right.
Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like we just say pork,
Yeah.
Right.
One short word,
Yep.
but language
Just
is funny.
different ways to make it, I guess.
Yeah. So tell us where you're from and how you got here and what you do. Well, we know what you're doing here.
Yeah.
You're making tacos.
They're making
all day
taco
long.
hall.
But
From Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Where in Florida?
Born and raised. Palm Beach County.
Okay. All right. I've heard of that. I've seen it on TV a couple times.
Yeah. Palm Beach.
Palm Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of weird news comes out of Palm Beach.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Probably not a whole lot of tacos, though, I'm thinking. I don't know. Unless
Well, I mean,
the
it's
big
South-
mansions are like, send me over about 4,000 tacos, please. I'm having a...
It's South Florida, so there was a couple really good taco places.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a mixing pot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
dig that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
I'm
So how
from
long
Lo-
have you been here?
Oh, yeah.
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
And wow, that was during the pandemic. Did you start Tacoholics during the pandemic? Or after.
We
You had to wait.
we're about to celebrate our 1-year anniversary.
Okay,
See if that works
okay.
better.
So for 2 years, no tacos.
2 years, no tacos.
Okay.
Yeah.
And were you doing something else or?
We had a business in the States.
Oh, okay.
Selling
Yeah.
tacos?
No.
Oh.
No. Dancing.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute now. Tell us about dancing.
We owned a dance studio in Florida.
Really?
13 years.
All right.
And yeah.
The kids started getting so heavy from eating all the tacos.
They gotta
that
dance.
I was like, what's going on? Why are we doing this to ourselves?
Yeah. Gotta work out the tacos.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really great. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But the point came in our life where we came and visited here, and we just decided that it was so gorgeous and beautiful that
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So you both were professional dancers?
I'm the dancer.
You're the dancer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And what kind of experience do you have dancing?
All genres: ballet, jazz, hip hop, tap, contemporary, acrobatics.
Did you
Wow.
start out as a youngster, as a dancer? Did you
Yes.
want to be a ballerina?
Since the age of 4.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's a good age to start because if you start at like 6 or 7, too late. Over the hill. Yeah.
Never too late.
I used to take my daughter to ballet class. I was the only man there because I don't know. You know, all these money you have to pick up your kid, you know, and I'd be sitting there with like 20 women who were like talking about women stuff. Just it was crazy.
Just a little awkward.
It was fun. I remember just a short story. I remember one time a woman comes in distraught, crying almost, and all the other women are like, "What's the matter?" And she goes, "I just got my hair done, and I think I got really ripped off." You know, they're like, "How much did Oh, it was a few $100. Oh my God, you got ripped off!" You know, they were all like crying and comforting. I was like,
"Oh my,
wow. Guys, that wouldn't happen with guys. I just got a haircut. I spent $30." You know?
Yeah, it's
go
like
that guy a little off the sides.
It's like that show Dance Moms. Have you seen that show?
I have not.
Dance Moms?
Dance Moms?
Oh, I've not.
Because it was a competitive studio, so that's where that
Oh, I
comes
think I
into
did
play.
see that. They had like some
okay.
little, yeah, I think I saw like one or two. They're like some horrible.
A lot of
Oh,
drama.
and the dance teacher on one, like was pretty bad too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my, that sounds like
Too
entertainment.
much drama. Yeah, no.
Okay.
There is a lot of drama. I remember this one. I mean, I'm talking like when they're 4 and 5 and they're so cute, you know, and
Yeah.
and so they do the what do they call it when they do the show? The
Recital.
The recital. They do the recital, and my daughter's in there, and she's kind of into it, but not really. Not one of the like kids who's really into it. But there's one kid who she just stops in the middle of the recital and she just like
There's always that one.
crying. She's crying, and you don't want to look at the parents, but the parents are like they're distraught too. They're like,
Yes.
"Oh no, come on,
Yep.
like you know it, honey, come on, It's
Oh man, that's a lot of pressure for a
it
youngster.
is a lot of
isn't it?
pressure. It is a lot of
Yeah.
pressure, and the costumes. You must have had like hundreds of costumes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did
you bring any
wear them
costumes?
at Talkaholics? You should start wearing.
Yeah, did you
them.
bring them with you down here?
We didn't. We only came with some suitcases, and that's it. We
Wow,
got
way
rid
to
of
go.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
So
Yeah.
Well, my wife Gabrielle was a professional dancer when she was much younger,
Awesome.
Yes.
and she has the new knees and hips to
to
prove it. Yes, yes.
So, Chris, should I assume that you're the taco guy? If Corey is the dancer,
I'm the taco guy.
you're the taco guy.
Yeah.
I
You're
mean,
like-
which one of us is Mexicano? Come on.
I don't know.
I give up.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not Panamanian. I'm
Yeah.
Mexican.
You're Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So those are like real taco country.
Real tacos.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm from Los Angeles, and I know a real taco when I see
Okay,
it. Every
okay.
street corner has street tacos.
Yeah.
I'm from New York. I know about knishes.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. Never mind.
Well, they have hot dogs there too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the recipes come from my mom.
Recipes
Oh,
are
cool.
from your mom.
Mexican.
Authentic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Born and raised. And yeah, we moved here, like we said, 3 years ago.
Right.
And then a year after, it's been a year almost since we opened the restaurant.
Yeah.
I grew up eating my mom's food,
Sure.
which is amazing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the reasons she married me was just because of my mom's cooking. So, we came here and we're like, why don't we share
We get all the secrets
these
on this.
flavors,
Yes, we do.
these flavors to the rest of Boquete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we decided to open Talkaholics.
That's absolutely great. I mean, and you guys have a great hot sauce. I mean, it is hard to find, a decent hot picante sauce or pico de gallo because most of the time, most restaurants, they just set a bottle of habanero sauce on the table and
Yeah.
it's hot, but it's not very tasty,
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, you also cater for like people who don't like the spice. I myself, I can't handle the spice.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
It's
sometimes
only
you.
spicy if you add the sauce. If you don't,
Okay,
it's
that's
not spicy.
that's good.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
good because anytime you ask, like a person who doesn't like spice, is it spicy? They're like, no, it's not spicy. No,
Right.
not spicy. And then you take a bite of it, and you're like, wow,
Whoa.
not spicy for you, maybe, but
He won't even listen to the Spice Girls when they come on the radio.
right. It's too much spice.
Oh,
Just
man.
too much.
Yeah, so we make two different. We make one mild,
Yeah.
which is not that spicy, just more flavorful.
Okay.
And then we do have a red hot sauce, which
Yeah.
it is spicy.
That's
Yeah,
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 so-
it's
Yeah.
delicious.
So
We
the
give
green
people
one.
the option.
The green sauce
Green
is
is
the one
okay.
that's just
Green
a
for
little
go.
spicy.
Yeah.
Red for
Yeah,
stop.
Red
slow
is
down.
hot.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down.
And they're all made from scratch. Everything is in-house. We don't buy it from
Yeah.
the store.
Nice.
Dried
I'll
cheese.
tell you,
Tortillas
I
made from
love
scratch.
the name Tacoholics,
Thank you.
and I'm so happy that you're selling tacos and not like alcohol, because that would
Yes.
make for
Well, it'll be a spicy alcohol, a taco hall, right?
no,
You couldn't drink it.
Alcoholics.
Taco. What?
If they were selling alcoholics. Welcome to Alcoholics,
Yeah.
where you get this giant tray for $10 of alcohol.
I think they would be millionaires overnight.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Well, we do have meetings every Tuesday for the Tacoholics.
Oh, all right
So if
on.
you are a
Do you have
Tacoholic,
meetings?
yeah, we have
Taco-
meetings
Oh, that's
every Tuesday.
That's great.
I gotta
The
tell you.
Tacoholics. Hi, my name is Mike.
That's
I'm
right.
a tacoholic. You got to do that.
But they don't just have tacos, right? I haven't gotten to try this yet, but I did see an amazing looking plate of nachos come out of your
yes.
kitchen the other
Oh,
day,
man,
right?
Nachos.
Huh?
Yeah.
Nachos,
Nachos?
yeah, that's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
They're a little bit too addicting.
Oh boy.
But
stuff.
yeah, nachos, quesadillas, quesadillas, burritos,
Quesadilla?
flautas.
Oh, is that goat?
No,
What is birria?
it's a different way to cook them. It's beef, just a
Oh, is
different
it
way
beef?
to cook
Beef,
it.
just
Yeah,
really
Oh.
slow cooked beef.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
with cheese.
Yeah.
You see, I saw a documentary on taco place. I think they were in Southern California. All
Yeah.
these Mexican, like authentic Mexican, but they're
Yeah.
in Southern California, and it was like really fascinating because like you said, I'm using my mom's recipe.
Yeah.
The recipes go back like along with the recipes are
Sure.
very important.
yeah.
And I heard that word birria, but I wasn't really sure what that
Yeah.
meant.
Yeah,
You know, in this
that's
documentary.
more and more popular now with
Yeah.
the taco set. When we go back to LA from time to time, I can guarantee at one point or another there's going to be a pop-up corner taco stand. And one of the ones that I had been frequenting recently, the abuela was out there doing the tacos. You know,
Yeah.
it was a family-run deal, and
Yeah.
it was so cool, and they were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah, in this
what else do you
documentary,
need?
all I remember are like big pots of meat, like steaming
Yeah.
and sauces and things, and I was like, "Wow!"
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, that's like
Oh, yeah.
looks like the real deal.
Yeah. And that's how we try to keep it.
Yeah.
You know, same thing. Big pots, meat, just cooking for hours and hours. I mean, it's hard not to keep it clean because it's just,
Yeah,
Splatter.
splatter everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah. It's an ongoing process, but you're producing some really delicious food out here. I mean,
Right.
this is a super foodie town,
It is.
Yep.
and it's getting to be more so that way. And one of the things I wanted to point out is that, there's a lot of different taco places around, but every place seems to have a different kind of specialty.
Exactly.
yes.
A different kind
Yes.
of
Yeah.
great taco. You go there, I go here for this kind of taco, and then I'm gonna run over here for this kind of taco.
That's right.
And it is definitely variety, spice of lifetime here.
Spice of life.
Only
Yep.
no spice for you.
Mild. I'll take mild. So let me ask you, when I know that when you have a restaurant, it's like your time is like all consumed in the restaurant. But do you have a chance? You're in this beautiful town. Do you have a chance to go out and look around, do some
Definitely.
touring, go look at some snakes and frogs or goats or something like that? We're trying to push that.
Yeah, we do. We have 2 kids, so
Uh-huh.
making enough time for family time is very
Sure.
important.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's not our goal to come up with the business and then be in it 24/7.
Right.
Nobody wants to do that.
Right.
So, yeah, we always make sure we do
How
what we need
old
to
are
do.
your children?
8 and 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And are they like tacos again?
They don't mind really.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
they love
Okay.
it.
Oh, that's cool.
They
That's good.
yeah, they really like it. So
Yeah.
they don't mind.
Now, do you you mentioned your dance career earlier? Do you do anything with dance here? Do you
I
teach
do.
any? Or?
Yeah, I teach twice a week at Fun Zone.
Oh, okay. Fun
Um,
zone.
Fun zone.
Yay! They were on the
They
radio.
were on the show too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I teach in that space twice a week
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
for kids. No adult classes yet, but my specialty is more of the children.
The
so,
children.
Yeah. I wasn't planning on doing that when we came, but a lot of my friends were like, please, my kid wants to dance. Can
Yeah.
you just do a little bit? Come on, come on.
Absolutely.
That's a great thing about this town. I'm a musician. I play the drums, and like the first opportunity I had, somebody said to me, "Do you want to play country western music?" I'm from New York City, and I'm usually played the blues. That was like my thing, you know. I was like, I don't really know country, but I'll do it, like
Yep.
sure, and then you end up branching out, and some things are a challenge, but it's great for like your own personal development, to start
Yeah.
doing new things,
For me, it's my passion. So
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much I missed it until I started teaching again. And yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
It's
And you're
been
like, I don't
great.
care if I go teach, and Chris has to stay in
been
the
great.
kitchen
Yeah.
making the time. Let me ask you about. I know the taco. What do you call it? The shell or the
Tortilla?
The tortilla. See, it's like tour. Every
called a
every
tour.
guest, I have a word I can't think of. It's because I'm old. The tortilla is very important, also, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So do you have a machine, or do you make it yourself, or
Yeah,
how do you do
it's-
that?
They're made by hand.
Yeah.
We do have a machine that after you make the masa,
Yeah.
you roll it and
Yeah.
it pops out with the perfect round shape.
Oh wow.
And then you cook it on the flat top.
Ah.
So it's made by scratch, handmade tortillas.
And they're corn. They're
and
not
they're
flour.
corn.
Corn
Corn.
tortillas.
Yeah.
It's
So
more better for
gluten-free.
you.
Yeah.
Gluten free.
Yeah.
Gluten free.
Yeah, I
that's-
didn't realize until one of my friends, she was like, like majority, basically everything that you sell is gluten free. And like, it didn't even dawn on me, but
Yeah.
we were going through the recipes and we're like, wow, it really is.
That's
pretty
very
much
cool.
gluten free. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great today.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
My mom actually used to make some of the tortillas for Mesa Azul.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's how she started
Oh,
making
wow.
She started making the tortillas for them. And then this is before we opened the restaurant.
Right.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Neat.
Wow.
yeah.
So you go way back in taco making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way back in Taco Dum.
in the annals of taco history.
I had an idea. Our current guest sell tacos. Our previous guest handled snakes and such.
Don't
got a
go there.
Great
Don't go
idea for
there.
a new snack. Snackos.
Yeah, be the
Tacos.
first one to have snake tacos.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
guys
Never
would be
know.
the first to try.
Oh yeah.
If it's fried,
seasoned
breaded,
right.
seasoned, or
Yeah.
covered in chocolate,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
try anything.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are people that have eaten snake tacos for hundreds of years.
Probably.
So,
Right.
But they didn't call them snackos.
they didn't.
that's a good
they
thing.
didn't. You got
I'm gonna trademark
go register
that.
that.
Yeah,
thing.
I gotta
Tacos.
right away.
Speaking of snakes, we
Yeah.
have a snake story.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll let Corey tell it.
All right.
I was in the restaurant one night and
Uh-oh.
I was sitting down doing some paperwork, and there was maybe like five tables of people sitting and eating, and this huge snake just crawled in, like huge.
When you say
snake.
huge, like, what do you mean? In length?
Yes.
Okay.
So what, like, how many feet would you say?
5?
5. It was big.
Ooh.
Crawled under my chair,
Oh.
and everybody saw it before I did. So I didn't
Yeah.
even realize until everybody else was screaming that it was under my chair. So I jumped up. Everybody already was on top of their tables.
Oh, wow.
Everybody just jumped up on top of the tables, and I jumped over, and it followed me, and then I jumped up on top of a chair, and it was still following me.
Oh, it liked you.
And
Yeah.
one of my cooks just he whacked it with a broom and put it in a bag and brought it out, and everybody was back to normal within seconds, like it never happened. Like they went from jumping on top of the table, then back onto the floor and
Oh,
eating
my.
like nothing ever
Panama.
happened.
You know what I think?
It was
Like,
great.
there's got to be somebody driving by at that moment, seeing all the people. They're going,
It was
what a
hilarious.
party that place! The tables. What a great
man.
place. We have to go to Tacoholics and people are on the tables dancing.
Man.
It's great.
I couldn't even write. I was done. I was
Oh,
so
yeah.
shaking.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
I understand. I
Scary.
understand.
Yeah, forget the alcohol. I'd be down in the alcohol.
Alcohol. yeah.
You'd have
Like,
to use a
honey, give me some alcohol.
yeah. To use like a
Freaked me
snow
out.
shovel to pry me off the ceiling.
Well, we mentioned we have a great friend, Mike Hill, who is a biologist and a snake expert, you know.
Snaketologist.
And he's the guy you call, seriously. He's the guy you call if you have a snake problem. But, you know, he told me, which I mentioned before, that in most cases, if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone, you know.
Yeah, but it was
And-
following her.
Yeah, well, maybe he
She
wanted
was-
a dance lesson. I
Minding
don't
her own
know.
business.
I don't know. Maybe he's like, oh, I know I'm a snake, but I think I've got the moves. You know?
Or maybe he wanted a taco.
Maybe.
Taco could be.
Give me a
Birria.
taco, okay? Give me
Whatever.
a taco. I'm a snake.
But I had a snake. I'm walking in my driveway, and I see a snake, and a pretty big snake like that, and I stop, and I was like, oh wow, snake, and I just like back up, and the snake went on its way, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Normally,
think-
that's the case.
yeah.
Normally. And then it got stuck inside after that. He was just like going.
Oh
and
man,
nowhere to
he
go.
was
he
probably,
didn't know where to go.
He was
So.
probably very afraid. All that
Yes.
noise and
Yeah.
commotion.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's probably like one of those snakes. I'm not going back to Tacoholics. I'm sorry, they're just not very open to
But
snakes.
if he does come back, Corey, snackos.
Snackos.
Might have to throw
Yeah.
him on the grill.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
How would you like your snacko?
I would like it with a whole lot of alcohol.
Deep fried.
Yes.
Deep fried
We do have
snackos.
really good margaritas.
Right now,
You
there's
do?
Yeah.
You guys have
Yeah.
margaritas?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, I
right.
did not know that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You could be alcoholics. I mean, you could attract.
Well, you know, that's
Yeah.
there's a lot of room in this town for everybody.
Well, when I first came, I've been here for 7 years, and when I first came here, somebody told me, don't you know, become one of those gringos that goes to the happy hour. You know, they go to the happy hour like every day, and
Yeah.
they become alcoholics. And I was like, I barely drink anything at all, so it's not
Wait,
gonna happen.
where's the happy hour?
Everywhere.
I gotta go. I'll see you guys.
No, but no, there are some very famous happy hours in town.
You know, when we first moved here, a couple of our friends said, "No, you want Mexican food? You got to go to David. There's this place in David. It's got great Mexican food." And so we went there, and it was not great.
Yeah.
I ordered enchiladas. I like enchiladas, right? You guys
Right.
have enchiladas yet?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Soon, though, right?
Maybe.
And I got a plate of meat wrapped in tortillas with like a little bit of salsa from a jar on
Oh
top.
no.
Mm.
I'm like, these are not enchiladas.
No.
And yeah, it was. The people were very unclear on the concept. You know,
It's
now-
it's amazing to me, just as a person who you know, I've eaten food for 68 years. I have experience.
you're getting
eating
very
food.
good at it too.
I'm getting good at it, you know, and I like to cook myself.
Okay.
Not cook myself. I like to cook.
Self-eating cannibal.
Yeah. And it's always amazing to me when I go to a restaurant that kind of like misses the mark, because I consider you guys professionals. Like you guys should be the professionals.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So it should come out good. You know, it should.
Yeah.
That's right.
It should be better than I can make it.
That's
You
right.
know.
Yeah.
And like if you're making these recipes from, you know, your mom and cooking the food all day, you know, slow cooking and
Yeah.
in the juice, it should be better than, you know, I don't have the patience for that, right?
Right.
I'm not going to make tacos like that. I can't do that,
No.
you know. So, but I'm always amazed at restaurants that don't make the mark, you know. And I'm not a complainer. I'm not a person who, oh, they didn't do this and they didn't do that. But you know, there are places. We went to, I'm not going to mention the place, but Patrick and I went with a big group just for breakfast. And I always say, how can you screw up breakfast? You know?
Yeah.
But you can, you know?
The number one way of screwing it up is not having coffee.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no.
was the number one way,
It's
you
an
know?
hour before we got
Yeah,
coffee.
it took an hour to get coffee.
Wow.
For a group of people, you know.
Now, I will say, though, on the whole, the bad experiences with the bad restaurants are few and far between here, especially in
Yes.
Boquete.
Yeah.
I mean,
So happy with the restaurant
Yeah.
scene in general.
yeah,
here, you know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For the most part, you get good food. The prices are still great.
Yeah.
Again, I'm from LA. A couple of tacos and a beer are going to set you back $20 at least,
wow.
you know. And that's Taco Bell, and they don't even sell
wow.
beer, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great food scene, and it's great having guys like you come in here. And I love what you're saying about the homemade tortillas,
Yeah.
and the all-day simmering meat. I mean, it's quality. And you
Yeah.
can-
What would you do if there was no Tuesday, though? Really? Taco Tuesday.
man.
Why? You know, I know restaurant owners that think they invented that. You know, it's like
yeah,
I invented Taco
I invented
Tuesday.
that. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. We know one in town who actually thought he invented that,
Well, I
but
don't know.
no,
But it is a great invention.
it is.
Great invention.
I would suggest if there were no Tuesdays that you just rename them, call them Wackos, and then you'd have Wacko Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Taco
right.
Wednesday.
Yeah, of course. That might cause other problems
It might
because
yeah.
you get a bunch of
All
wackos
the
showing
wackos.
up.
But I'm sure
Duh.
I'm sure, you know, I remember I was in Mexico. I was in Mexico City, actually. And they have these, like, little carts, you know? And now, correct me if I'm wrong. It seemed like the tortilla was smaller, a little smaller.
Yeah, they make them small.
They make it smaller,
Yeah.
but they're like really food of the people,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You know, so like you go up, you get three. They're very inexpensive.
That's right.
You know, and you go up there and you get like 3 or 4 of them or whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
And you just wow,
Oh,
and they're
they're so
good.
good. Oh,
They're like
yeah.
really
Is that
delicious.
the 2-bite taco? Is that what it's called?
It's pretty much a 2-bite.
A
taco.
2-bite
Yeah.
taco.
Yeah. Or if
Oh,
you have a big mouth, just one shot.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you look at me when you said that?
You're the guy with the most experience here.
Oh, yeah, that's
You've been
true.
eating food longer than the
Yeah,
rest of
but
us.
you insinuated I have a big mouth. That's what you insinuated. That's fine.
well,
That's fine.
no.
It's like
No.
it's a 2-bite taco, except for that guy over there.
Oh, you think it's big now? You should see him unhinge his jaw when
Yeah.
it comes to Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I learned that in ectothermia. It's a previous guest.
Snake reference, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we'll do something like that. We'll have the reptiles with tacos,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to get all our guests to work together, you know, like
Yeah, absolutely.
Synergy.
I know. Yeah.
Synergy Taco Corporation.
Yes, and you know our friend, good friend, and radio show friend Rhonda Johnson also teaches dance.
Yeah, I know that.
Yes.
And there's plenty of room. We need more dancers
We
because
do.
you know we have a theater,
yeah.
the BCP, and we need talent. We need
Yeah.
people for shows.
Yeah.
Coming up in what month is this? April?
We're in middle of April.
Yeah. Next month we're going to start auditions for some of the shows, I think.
Yeah.
And then the season begins in September, maybe even end of August. I don't know.
That's right.
But
hey, good time to
We need talent.
remind people,
Yes.
American citizens, get your taxes in if you haven't done
Oh,
it
yeah.
already.
You got a couple extra days, I hear.
Do you?
Yeah, I think you get to like the 18th or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Unless you're a scofflaw, then you never have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Let them try to catch you.
Right.
wish.
That's why I moved here.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Wow.
Yeah. So, Tacoholics, you guys are delightful. Thank you. And you did bring some tacos for us to try. We were going to eat them on the air, but I'm told there's too much crunchy sound.
Too much crunchy sound. So let me ask you about your days. Are you open? What days are you open?
7 days a week.
7
All
days
of
a
them.
week.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, we open at 12 and
Okay.
we close at 9. Friday and Saturday we close at 10.
Okay.
Wow.
Even in the rainy season.
We don't know yet. It kind of depends on how
Depends.
things go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, people got to eat then too.
No wonder
Yeah.
Chris looks so tired. he's there at 12. He's there earlier, making all this meat and pots with.
Yeah, I mean, this is a full-time thing for you guys. It's not
We
just
might start breakfast soon too.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in taco form?
And
Or
Mexican
breakfast.
cuisine.
Yeah.
Mexican cuisine. What
right.
would that look like?
Well,
Like huevos rancheros?
Huevos
Huevos
rancheros.
rancheros.
See?
Let's
Okay.
see. There's the. I'm caught off guard now. Let's see.
That's okay. We like to put people on the spot.
Yeah.
Chorizo.
Chorizo.
Con, yeah,
Chorizo?
chorizo con
Okay.
huevo.
See? See?
Chilaquiles.
We love
Chilaquiles.
chilaquiles.
And we did offer an American one as well. We did one morning of breakfast on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it went really well.
Cool.
Are you familiar with? I know this is not Mexican. It's from Colombia. There's something de país. You know, do you that breakfast thing? Oh, okay.
No.
It's like, you know how in America we have the Grand Slam? It's
Right.
like everything. It's
Yeah.
like in Colombia they have this thing. I can't remember the first word, but it's something de país, and it's got like chorizo, eggs, beans. It's like
Wow.
a plate like.
Sounds
Just
awesome.
cover. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
awesome. It's awesome.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
So
It sounds almost like a full English, you know?
yeah, maybe it's something like that.
You know, and that's a great idea because two of my favorite breakfast items are a full English breakfast and a breakfast burrito, right?
Yeah.
You take the full English, wrap it in a burrito.
Boom.
You got a full English burrito.
Yeah.
right there.
like
By the way,
that.
that's Patrick's solution to everything.
Wrap it in a tortilla.
Yeah, wrap it in a burrito. I'll take it on the go.
I prefer all my food in burrito or taco form.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. He'll even take a taco wrapped in a burrito. He doesn't care.
That
That's a
works.
brilliant idea.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
Wow. You could get a job.
Taburrito.
Pacorito.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
go home. These two people are gonna go home thinking those guys with the snakes, and they're like,
hell were
crazy.
they smoking?
Crazy, yeah. Well, we want to thank you,
Yes.
Corey and Chris Ramos.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so
From,
much.
Tacoholics. I'm just looking. Zuleika, do we have like Zuleika? She's not even paying attention. Okay. Like, yeah, okay.
2
we have-
minutes. Oh,
we have,
good. All right.
2
So,
minutes. Okay.
all right. So when you're not dancing, teaching dancing, tacos, making tacos, eating tacos, thinking tacos, what do you do with your other copious amounts of free time?
Well, we've been fortunate to make a lot of friends here.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, especially with children. We made good friends that also have children. So every weekend or throughout the week, there's always like a birthday party
Yeah.
Something
or
going
some
on.
type of adventure. We're going either hiking, going to a pool. There's so many things.
There's no end to
Yeah.
the fun here.
No,
Yeah.
it's
no,
great.
it's awesome. This is paradise for sure.
It is. We say that all the time, and you know, all jokes aside, we think this is absolutely paradise. You know,
Yeah.
and,
Absolutely.
just a wonderful place. You know, I wish I could have brought my kids up here. I didn't. You know, I'm from New York, and my daughter is now working. We're so proud of her in New York City. She just got her first real
Yay.
real
right.
job. You know, so.
First real job, and she's only 40, isn't it?
Yeah. No. She's had jobs before, but this is like a real substantial kind of job.
Nice.
So we're happy. And Shoshana, love you. Good luck. And stop and get a taco somewhere, just in in honor of the Tacoholics here.
All right.
Which another place, New York City, you can find any kind of food, which is great about New York. But
Yeah.
Boquete is pretty much like that too.
And
Right.
Tacoholics are in my neighborhood in Los Naranjos, and there's not a whole
Nice.
lot of other restaurants up there. There's a couple of places, some
Right.
strawberry deals, you know.
Yeah.
But if you want good tacos, head up to Los Naranjos.
Yeah, so let's thank Chelina Restrepo Braxton from Ectothermia, our first guest, and Corey and Chris Ramos from Tacoholics. And thank you for joining us, and everybody go try a tray of tacos. And this is the weekend kickoff with me, Mike Schwartz.
And me, Patrick Reynolds.
And we'll see you next week.